All eyes are on an area just towards the south of Guam today that is continuing to develop, is likely going to become a tropical depression in the next 24 hours and could become a named storm system in the Philippine Sea as we look ahead through this upcoming week. As we all know, storm systems that impact the southern half of the Philippines in the month of December have a reputation to be rather dangerous. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta. Today we're going to break down the storm system yet again and just give you the latest information here as we look ahead throughout this weekend. Now, taking a look at satellite imagery, clear and defined center of circulation towards the south of Guam. Convection is blowing up around this. That tells me that this still is continuing to intensify. It is moving over sea surface temperatures around 28 to 31 degrees, so that is a very warm. Just fuel for the fire for this to continue to build up, not to mention the outflow aloft. Now, that really indicates that this has lungs to breathe. You have some outflow coming off towards the north and towards the south and towards the west. So it's avoiding that wind shear associated with the northeast monsoon just towards the north here as well. Taking a look at satellite imagery, you can see where the northeast monsoon actually extends down across the northern Mariana Islands, all the way out here towards southern Luzon, where you do have the convection flaring up there today in northern Visayas from Legazpi, also into Manila, all along that shear line, which continues to dominate the flow. But here's the big thing. As we look ahead, we still have this developing area. It's going to pass right over Yap and Palau. You're likely going to be the first ones to be impacted by this storm before it moves on shore in the northeastern Mindanao or southeastern Visayas, including Tacloban, also Samar, Leyte, and I know I got a lot of you watching out here in Surigao Island, just off the northeastern coast of Mindanao. Shout out to you guys. I hope you miss out on this storm, but definitely you want to be making preparations for this as well. So let's break this down with our extended forecast hour by hour. I've changed up a few things here, so let me know what you guys think. All right, first and foremost, let's go into this here. We have our area developing just towards the south of Guam. You still have that high pressure ridge off towards the north, which is controlling the overall flow, which is why I'm fairly confident in saying at this point, the Philippines will see impacts from this storm system. The big question is how intense. Now, this does look pretty intense here on the ECMWF, but the GFS actually pulling for a decent typhoon, while the ECMWF has been saying more of a severe tropical storm. So there's a disparity in the intensity of this. One reason is the closer it gets to the Philippines, the more it will interact with the northeast monsoon, which could provide a little bit of shear on the northern periphery of it. Regardless, as we all know, especially in northern Mindanao, tropical systems can bring a lot of rainfall, slams into the mountains there, and it really does cause that threat of some serious flooding. And actually, Cagayan de Oro rings back to 2011. You had a tropical storm that caused serious flooding. Over 1,000 deaths reported in Tropical Storm Owashi, if you remember that one out there. Meanwhile, though, this is going to move off there towards the west, out towards Palawan too by Friday, bringing that heavy rainfall there for you on top of that too. So that's based on the latest model outlook. This is still an extended forecast, about 5 to 6 days out. Of course, that could change, but at least for now, this pretty in line with the last several ones, and all the models are kind of consistent on where exactly this will be going. I just mentioned it's the intensity that's the big question. Here's Wednesday night. Unfortunately, if this does play out, we could have a nighttime landfall, which would be very dangerous. Surigao Island right there. That would be typhoon strength winds pushing right over you. The right front quadrant moving out there across the Gulf of Leyte there. Definitely going to be seeing a threat of some storm surge along the eastern seaboards of Samar, Leyte, Tacloban. You might see some of that water funneled up in there as well. But I think the bigger issues, if this played out and this sat right up on this, that would be northeastern Mindanao, the islands out here. But if this does shift towards the north, that would put you on the west side and definitely a lot better. And you can see how the eastern seaboards of Mindanao, just based on these winds, are much, much better. Now, if this does continue to track, it's definitely going to bring some windy conditions towards Cebu and eventually out there towards the Sulu Sea into Palawan as well. Like I mentioned, there is still time for this forecast to change. This is just available scenarios at this time, given what we are seeing with this particular model. I want you guys to be prepared and have knowledge of what potentially could happen here. Not to mention the waves, which are going to be extending pretty high all the way up and down the east coast of Luzon, as well as you get that combination of the northeast monsoon. If you have any questions, though, please let me know. I know I talk really fast here. I'm trying to cram in as much information as possible. Retention time on these videos is pretty low, so I try to get people up to date real fast before you click off. First impacts will be in Yap and Palau. Model guidance is consistent on this in southern Luzon to northern Mindanao. Really, you're in the eye, I wouldn't say the eye, but you are in the cone of air from what I'm seeing right now based on all the information. There is no official forecast yet, though, and I do want to stress that. So know your information from those official sources once Pagasa, once JMA, and once JTWC starts warning on this. I can tell you JMA is saying they do expect a tropical depression in the next 24 hours based on their analysis. Prepare to evacuate if you need it. I know it's really early, but you really should start thinking about this. At least check and get your stuff ready to go just in case this storm does pop up. Also share this video out to some of your friends if you want. I'm not saying like, ooh, like and subscribe and all that, but the bigger thing, if you don't even want to share out this video, if you don't like my face, share out the information I'm providing here. Give it to some people. Let them know there's at least a storm coming as well. Say a meteorologist told you. You don't have to say who I am. I really don't care. The big thing right now is just giving you guys an early heads up on this storm system. Not only the winds, the threat of storm surge, but also that heavy rainfall, which could be a big problem out there. If you do want to help out this channel, though, check out the Patreon and the link down below. I truly, truly appreciate everyone who has been helping out with that. Got some new people. Actually, I had somebody sign up just this morning for that tropical depression level, which is just $2 a month. All of that goes towards keeping these fantastic graphics you see in this video running, as well as just being able to put these updates out. All right, that is all for now. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a great day.